Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about Justin Trudeau and how Elon Musk called him an insufferable tool. We're also going to watch a video on how Justin Trudeau treated a former Liberal MP that was a woman. So let's get at it.
No, it shouldn't be that way. It wasn't supposed to be that way. We were supposed to be on a steady, if difficult sometimes, march towards progress. And yet, just a few weeks ago, the United States voted for a second time to not elect its first woman president. Everywhere, women's rights and women's progress is under attack, overtly and subtly. But I want you to know that I am, and always will be, a proud feminist. You will always have an ally in me and in my government.
Elon Musk actually responded to a post on X about this speech. He said, "He is such an insufferable tool. He won't be in power much longer." Now, let's get into an interview with a former Liberal MP who's a woman talking about how Justin Trudeau treated her.
And so I called the prime minister and I said, look, I'm not running again. I didn't even have to give him a reason. I said, I'm not running again. It's 4 years. I'm not getting a pension. I'm not getting anything. I just don't want to do this. He said, well, that was the same day that Jody Wilson-Raybould had stepped down. He couldn't have two women of color leave at the same day.
That's what he told you.
It's
really?
Like, dude, that's not my problem.
Yeah. That was his first response to your...
Yes.
Okay, so no, I'm going to play psychologist here for a minute, okay? Because that's really not, that's seriously not good.
You will always have an ally in me and my government. Doesn't sound like a very good ally to me.
But wait, there's more. That's not all he said. That was the first thing he said. So I said, Justin, perhaps if not today or tomorrow or at some point in the future, you'll understand the level of sacrifice that I've made to be in this role. And I repeated it again, not today or tomorrow, but someday I hope you understand the level of sacrifice. And then he was not happy with that. He said, oh my God, Selena, I can't believe that you're talking about my privilege. I was like, what? He said, he started talking about the fact that he has, had death threats too. And in my mind, I'm going, but you have an RCMP detail. When me and my kids had death threats, I didn't have anybody, right? Like, so there's a lot of stuff missing from this story, Jordan, that I'm not putting out. But he went on and how I needed to appreciate him because he came to the riding during the by-election and how I should be, grateful to him. And I just was like, oh, hell no. And I said a few choice words to him after that because I lost it at that point.
That seems pretty hard to believe, especially because Justin Trudeau is a self-proclaimed feminist. But wait and hear what happens when she tries to apologize to him and make amends.
And then the second time I went to him, I went after that meeting and I said, I was going to go to him and say, look, you know what? We both said things we didn't mean on that phone call. Let's try to
This is the last
be
phone
adults
call that
here.
you described?
That's correct. The last phone call. I went to him after that. And, just like I'm sitting across from you now, said, let's be adults here. We said some things we didn't mean. Let's move it along. The level of contempt and almost hatred that he approached me with. I have never felt more scared in my life of someone to be in a room with someone. And I knew that
happened. Have you ever heard of wounded narcissism?
Oh, no, I have not.
Rings a bell?
No.
Well, beware of it. Seriously.
Now that seems pretty crazy. Like, maybe it's just a disgruntled employee, right? It's hard to believe that the government of Canada, the party that leads the government of Canada, is running around threatening people and strong-arming them. But let's hear from a couple more Liberals.
those two groups.
Collins made it clear to his party that he doesn't support the bill, but he says that led to a private meeting on Monday between him and somebody from the Liberal government.
And was told quite clearly that if I voted against the measure, that there would be consequences.
Consequences? What could he possibly mean? Well, watch this video of another Liberal MP explaining to the House of Commons exactly what those consequences are.
A few minutes back, member from Surrey Newton introduced a motion seeking unanimous consent, and I said no. I believe on the way out of this chamber, the member threatened that I will be yeffed up. So another member also aggressively accosted me in the lobby. I feel that as a member of parliament, I should be able to express my opinion, my views freely in the House, and I should not be felt threatened by any words or actions of my fellow members.
Thank you, the honourable member, for bringing that forward.
He will be effed up. That's wild. This is the party that leads the government of Canada acting like this, strong-arming their MPs with violence. Anyways, that's all for today's video. I appreciate you watching. If you haven't subscribed, please do, and comment down below. Let me know what you think. Thanks.